I put on eyeliner for this, so get ready. Hi, I'm going to be talking about Marxism and the Louisa Ray section of Cloud Atlas. So, mainly my idea for this is that in the Louisa Ray section there's one company that has all of the economic power and control, and they are trying to keep the dangers of their nuclear power plant from getting out, and they have all the power to do so. They have assassins that they hire, they can pay people off, they can crash airplanes, and in the second section they even bought out Louisa's magazine that she works for, and they put it under their management and they fired her, which just goes to show how much economic power that this company has. And so they're at the very top of the hierarchy. And our main characters are mostly in the middle or bottom of this hierarchy. Louisa, I would say, is sort of at the bottom. She doesn't make a ton of money being a journalist. And the boy who lives in her apartment building across the way, we know that his family is struggling because his mom works all the time, which is why he's over at Louisa's house, because he's lonely. We have characters like Faye, who have struggled to work their way up to the top or the middle of this system. Faye struggled because they didn't want to give her the position as a woman, and so they always refer to her as the man because she was eventually successful in working her way up. And then the one character that we see that sort of flips this, he's at the top, sort of, is Joe, and he decides that he's actually going to help Louisa and go against what the company at the top has to say, which is sort of interesting that he's our one transition character. One scene that I thought was really interesting for a Marxist analysis is the scene where Louisa and Joe are running from Bill Smoke, and they run into this building and they have to go through the back door of the building, and they discover that there's this whole underground factory happening where these immigrant workers who only speak Spanish are sewing, and they're making product in the back of this building. And I just think that that's really telling that, you know, we can assume that these people don't make very much money, they don't have very high economic status, and they have to keep their operations underground because it's unethical. If you want to talk about, you know, literature being a reflection of the society that it was written within, this section is really reflective of the United States right now. You know, we have sort of really big corporations who are in control. They have power to sort of silence voices that are against them, just like the one company that's in control here. We have people who are struggling to climb to the top of companies. Usually the people at the top of the companies already have money. They're not people who started out from nothing. Just like Faye, you know, she's struggling to work up. We have people like that in our society. And we definitely have, you know, sort of like underground, backdoor working situations for immigrants in particular, or just people who we don't pay actual minimum wage. They work sort of illegally. And so I think that this section is very reflective of our society in those ways. And that's all of my ideas. Bye.